this video is different. We're talking about depression and suicidal
thoughts.
Suicidal thoughts. I have my sister here with me, obviously.
Yeah.
You guys can see that. She's here to also help talk about it, because she's also, let's rewind back. I'm experiencing depression, and she has already got over her depression. So we're just here to speak about it, open up about it. So yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna start this video. Where do I start? If I look down at my phone, it's because
she wrote a whole list.
I wrote a whole list of things that I want to speak about. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of that right now, but
I think she should. It's good things to talk about.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, chime in whenever you feel like it. Speak your opinion whenever you feel like it.
Cool. Okay. Because really, what I want to talk about is how you could get over your depression. Because I've been through some crazy ass shit. If anyone knows me, they know I've been through some crazy ass shit. If you don't know me and you see me outside like, oh, cheery and shit, that's because I've been through some crazy ass shit, and I know like it's hard to actually start like the whole process and the whole journey of like coming out of your depression, or just like starting to live your life for you. But once you do it, you're gonna feel so good. Like, you're gonna feel so good, and then you're gonna be smiling all the time for no fucking reason. Also, the reason why I'm doing this, but I want you to, like, when I hear somebody's in depression, I hate it, because it's like, I know that feeling. I want you to come out of it, and I want you to put the work in, and I want you to just like know that you could do it, you could get there. So yeah, that's another thing. That's another reason I was like, I'll help you, I'll be there for comfort. Because sometimes when you are in a depressed state of mind, you don't feel like there's someone there that you know you could talk to. But as long as you have someone there that's actually there to be like, you know what, you want to talk to me, I'm here. As soon as you hear somebody say, if you want to talk to me, I'm here, don't be afraid to just
But
like,
you don't want to just open up to any and everybody sometimes, because that's how I feel. Like, the people who will tell me, oh, I'm here to speak to you, or if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. But it's like, you don't want to just open up to any and everybody, because you don't know what they're gonna do with your business.
Yes.
So
okay.
that is
and
another
that is
thing.
a great point. Now that is a beautiful point. Now, your business, like I said, okay, you don't want nobody going out there and saying, okay, this person's going through this, and this person, and telling you your intimate thoughts to people that you feel are strangers and stuff like that. But that's the whole point of talking it out, because even though you feel like, oh, people are talking my business, it's your business, meaning it's your story, you owning that story.
But I want to be able to tell my story to everyone before someone else can go ahead and speak my story.
Yes, but since you spoke that story to that one person, you already spoke your story, is what I'm saying. So a million people may say, oh, well, that person said this, that person said that person. You own your story, and you make it what you want it to be. That's the first step. The first step in, honestly, like, coming out of depression is not giving a fuck about nobody around you.
Let me speak on that part, because that is my problem. So just to give you guys a little backstory, I've been going through depression since June of 2021. But no one would know. No one knew. I did my best to hide it. When I would come outside, I still would try to act normal. But when I'm alone, I'm in pain, I'm crying, I'm just in depressed mode. Like, I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to eat, I don't want to be around no one, unless I have to. So my problem was, I was always scared to admit. Come on, Win, don't disrespect.
I seen it start over like,
yeah. And you know the wind is just very disrespectful. Come on, it was doing so good.
Catch your thought. You was the
No,
good.
I got my thought. It's just the wind. Okay. My problem was that I was always scared to tell anyone that I was going through depression, because I didn't want no one to judge me. So I would just hold it inside and hold it. I wouldn't speak to nobody. I was seeing a therapist. I was scared to tell people that I was seeing a therapist, because I didn't want to be judged. And that is my problem, is that I cared so much of what people's gonna say, how people's gonna think about me, to where it scared me not to speak about my true feelings or how I've been feeling. So
And that's
that
why
right
I
there
said,
is like,
fuck that, own your story. Because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. Nobody on this earth is God. There's only one God. I don't know what you believe in, but what I believe in, that there's only one God, and even He is not perfect. If you do know the Bible, if you do know your religion or whatever, He's not perfect. He said it. He's done a couple of things that He's said that He will never do again, and that's just letting you know that there's nobody on this earth that is a perfect mirror image of what and who you're supposed to be, meaning that you're just supposed to be you, whoever that is, flaws and all. And that is like as above so below, the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, whatever, like I said, whatever you believe in, all the good in you comes with all the bad in you. You have to accept all the good in you and make that shine, just like you have all the bad in you. Make that shit shine too. And some people accept their bad and really like just, that's their character, that's their personality. Some people accept their bad and work on it. And that's how you become better. That's how you become a better you.
But how do you know who to really express to and open up to?
You don't.
You don't want to open up to somebody and they use that against you. Like you don't want to tell somebody, hey, I'm seeing a therapist, I'm going through depression.
That's the whole thing
and then
about
they say,
it.
see, you're the problem and you're the issue because you're the one that's going through depression. You're the one that's seeing a therapist, so you're the issue. And it's like, am I really the problem? Am I really an issue because I'm seeking help to learn how to handle situations better, learn how to get through things? Because
no,
anybody who knows Nyjah, y'all know I done been through a lot in my life since the age of 14.
Yeah,
I done been through a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. There's been a whole bunch of nights where I cried to myself, I hugged myself. So it's just like, who do you trust to open up to, knowing that they're not going to throw that back in your face, knowing that they're not going to go out there and tell your business? You want to be the one to open up and tell your own story, own your own story. So that was just always my problem. It's just I don't know who I can really trust to. And then when I did go seek a therapist, because that's the only person that I know is not going to judge me, and I will open up and tell people, that I would get that thrown back in my face, and that hurt a lot. So
when I mean own your story, I mean like your good and your bad. So for example, and I know like a lot of people have seen this, and I know a lot of people was like, wow, like they say what they want or whatever. Have you ever, like, I'm giving this as an example because it's like, I love when people say like, I don't know who to trust, or like, they're gonna throw my business back in my face. Nobody can throw your business back in your face. You know why? It's yours. It's your business. If someone comes to me right now, or if someone goes to someone and tells me, oh, I know that you were struggling to go to school, you couldn't pay school, you used to live with your mom, and you used to sleep and share a room with your sister, and try to throw it out in my face, which is all true facts. How are you throwing that in my face, bitch? I know. Like, I know that. And that's the thing about when I say we're all humans, because when you start to realize that, you can't throw that in my face, because all you're doing is projecting your own bullshit, trying to make me feel how you feel. You see that I'm working on myself? Yes, I know I used to live with my mother. I know I used to share a room. I know I did this, and I know I had this. I know. You can say all of that shit, but I already know why, because I'm living it. It's my story. It's my life. Now what? And I used to say that to people after they say stuff to me, like, and they would get upset, like trying to make me think that I want to fight. No, it's a real question. Now that you said all of that stuff about me, now what? Now what's the next step? Because I don't care. Like, I'm still working on myself. And the way that I like got to that point was, first, I used to feel that way. Like, I definitely have trust issues, crazy trust issues, where it used to be like, oh, I don't know who to talk to, I don't know where to go, to the point where I would be so much alone that I started like doing self-destructive things to myself. And one day, like, I had a moment where I realized that I'm so worried about all these people. No one's here helping me, and I'm literally hurting myself.
That's what I feel like. That's me right now.
So
that's me.
How does that make any sense? Like, I was literally having a moment to, like, where I was thinking about like jumping off. I was having a whole moment. Like, this is a true story. Like, I was by myself at the train station, like crying, having a whole moment, and I was thinking like just jumping into the train tracks, because like, I don't know, like I was just going through a lot at the moment, and I just felt like just jumping into the train tracks would have been best,
thoughts
you
is
know?
really real, and I really want y'all to understand that because last year, October, I went through a suicidal moment where I done called my daughter. I done cried to my daughter, telling her goodbye. Like, I was really going through suicidal thoughts, suicidal moments. I felt like today was, like, that day was my last day. Like, I felt like it was no more Nyjah.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just, me being a parent is hard. It's definitely hard. It makes what I'm going through a little harder because yes, she keeps me motivated and she keeps me going. Like when I was at my worst with my depression, I wasn't getting out of bed, I wasn't eating, nothing. The only reason why I would get up was for her.
Yeah.
You know, so I felt like I was being selfish when I was doing that, because it's like, damn, if I take my life, I'm being selfish to my kid.
Yeah.
But how did you get through the stage of not eating and not wanting to get up? Because literally I done lost 30 pounds from not eating, from sleeping, from stressing, a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Just last year, November, December, I was 160 something. Now I'm 130. Like, so it's just like, how did you get out of that?
To answer that question, oh God, it was a journey, okay? So the first thing that I did was, it's a lot of steps that I did. It was literally like a 3-year journey for me. Like, as I said, it was a long time because it started off for me spiritually. So first, I had to get in touch with my spirit. So I grew up in the church, so that's probably why the first thing for me had to be for me to get in touch with my spirit and get in touch with my spirituality. And we're back.
Okay, sorry guys, the battery died. Go ahead.
Okay, so like I was saying, I like that question because first for me it was spirituality, and I said for me spirituality because I grew up in the church, and I felt like because my soul was hurting, if that makes sense, I had to start with my soul because I can't start anywhere else because that's not what's hurting. Like, my soul is hurting. It wasn't like, oh, I had like my soul, like the traumas from my past, the traumas from my parents, the traumas from just outside world of being in relationships, and it was hurting. So I started spiritually. I didn't know where to go to, so I started to search different things that would actually like resonate with me. I didn't want to feel like I was being pushed into religion, because I know a lot of people feel like they're being pushed into religion and that's how they kind of turn away from like God. But I started small, like something that was comfortable with me, maybe going to the water, praying. I used to, a lot of times, I know people who like remember me doing this, I would be outside in the grass, I would take my shoes off to connect to the earth and actually like put my feet in the grass, just walk across the grass barefoot, because I just wanted to connect myself to the earth and like look at nature, look at beauty, see the beauty in everything. And once I started doing that spiritually, like I had to, the next step is the hard step, very hard step, but you have to confront your traumas. Now, I don't know how you build the courage to do it, but confronting your traumas, meaning the things that you think about while you're in depression, why you can't get out of bed, or why you can't do this or do that, while the things that you're thinking about, whatever it is, whoever it is, you need to confront that person. Whether it's a anonymous letter sent to their house, or sit down talking to that person, or a letter that you write to them that they've probably never seen. You could come up with so many different things, but you need to confront that trauma so that everything that you feel is let go.
Okay, so I have a question. Okay, so for those of you who know, y'all know this is my sister. We have the same father.
Yes.
We have been through the same situations with our father.
Yep.
So being that you said that you have to confront your issues, I know firsthand that our father played a part in a lot of our trauma. Yeah, a lot of our trauma, a lot of our experience that we went through, he played a part. So how did you confront him on that? Like, how did you get over that?
This is great. So a lot of times with him, it started with him a lot for me. A lot of times, that's why I said it took me like a 3-year journey, because they were there for a lot of the times where I was trying to confront him and get my closure, my trauma. And that part right there, because I'm going on my journey and I know that I have to confront this man, right? So during that time, I put my fucking big girl panties on and did. Of course, I would call my brothers, my sisters, and ask them if they too wanted to have that kind of talk with him, right? And maybe that could be another story time for later about like our stories with our fathers and the crazy things that he has done to us.
Yeah, we can make that another story.
But moving forward, we've been through all of that. And for me, it was a moment where he did something crazy to my brother and myself and my sisters here. And after that, I sent him a Facebook message. I don't know if I think you heard about that. He's like, you sent me a message on it and telling me.
Yeah.
I said everything I ever wanted to say to him in that message. And then I blocked him.
Me personally, I feel like, I don't mind telling him how I feel, but I don't care to see him. I don't care to write him. I don't care to talk to him. Like, he doesn't exist to me.
Yeah, but that's why I said for me, I had to tell him, because I don't know. But that situation right there, because after I said everything I needed to say to him, right, and he didn't respond, right, that's when I blocked him. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna live my life for me, this, that, and the third, right? So then, last situation that happened, he said some crazy shit at a cookout, right? And
that's when I remember that.
And after that situation, I got my closure. Not really like a last straw for me, because I got my closure, because for me, that trauma, I've been trying to go down that road and be an adult about it since I was 21, okay? I'm gonna be 28 now. And after that situation, which was about maybe 2 years ago, I realized that, like I said, on this journey, you'll start to realize that everybody's human, right? I realized that for him, I can't look at him now as, I guess, like my father, because he's never thought of that as himself. Like now I'm taking myself, like the trauma, I don't feel the trauma now when I look at him, because I understand it. I'm at a point where I understand that he's human now too, and he as his own person is a man who's going through his own trauma that he still hasn't gone over. How even confronted to the point where he can't raise his children properly, or he can't even be a proper functioning person in society. So therefore, now I don't feel angry or hurt or saddened by the situation. All the things I felt about it is like gone, to the point where now I kind of feel sad for him.
For me,
because
it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
And I know why you feel that, because before I felt that way, I would be so mad. Like first, when I was like in my teens, I used to feel unwanted. So I had my moment of time where I felt like
we both experienced that together. When I tell y'all, it's like we went through the same things we have on both ends. Like we felt unwanted on a lot of situations. Like I said, for me, it's different. That was the last situation that she was talking about at the cookout. That was the last straw for me, because I dragged her out to that cookout. She didn't even want to go.
Because I don't need to see.
And I had told her, like, let's just give it one more chance. And after we went and it was, chaos, it was just the last straw for me. And I just accepted that that's just who he is. And I just don't want to be around that. And I'm good.
And I felt
so
bad
I wouldn't
for him.
say
like, you gotta feel bad for him, because
I don't feel bad for him, because it's like, at what point are you gonna grow up and just say I need to do better for myself?
Now,
so I don't feel bad for him.
I don't think it's like, but that's why I said I feel bad for him, because now in understanding what I know about myself and like just everything about just human beings, so it's like you could always be one or two ways, right? I didn't have the best kind of like, parent kind of situation. My mother did the best that she could. My grandparents definitely held it down. My aunts definitely held it down. But if you hear about the situation and like what the most, like, I know, like, regular black community kind of, situations, you wouldn't think that we would be where we are standing today. And that is simply because we're strong mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Now, in saying that and looking at that man, I see he is weak spiritually, emotionally, physically. I see the mental health issues that he's struggling with, because how, as a man, can you not take care of your offspring just in general? That already is a mental health issue, because that is half of you. Me as a mother, or any mother, just deadbeat mothers, anyone, deadbeat fathers, deadbeat mothers, if you have that postpartum where you don't want to take care of your child, that is a mental health issue that you're refusing to actually get into. And then it's on top of substance abuse that he struggles with, like drug abuse that he struggles with.
See, with me,
it's a whole bunch of things that's like, I'm glad I don't have that influence in my life.
I'm different though. I'm different with that.
Yeah.
Because I forgive him.
I don't forgive him.
No, I forgive him.
That's the difference.
See, here's this. I forgive him. You feel me? That don't mean I have to forget anything that he has done. I forgive him as a person, right? Even though we had not gotten an apology, I still forgive him. However, I don't feel bad for him. And the reason why is because he's never felt bad for his kids. Not one situation. You have 5 kids of what we know of, and you don't feel bad for not one of your kids. All 5 of your kids can sit here and say, my father was never in my life. I forgive him. I just don't feel bad for him, and that's just me. I'm different on that opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feel bad for someone that does not want to change. Yeah. You don't want to change. I can understand if you wanted to change and it was something different.
Health issue.
It is, and
that is a mental health issue that you cannot change.
Like I said, we've been through a lot of pain. We've been through a lot of drama. We've been through a lot of hurt. For me, growing up, I felt like I was so emotional growing up because I wanted my father. I really did, like I wanted that experience of having my father in my life, doing things with my father. We all did, and for me not to have that, it broke me as a kid. It definitely did. And like she said, we didn't have the best relationships, obviously with her parents, mine. We didn't have the best relationship. My mother done everything that she could do, but it was not the best relationship as a mother-daughter should have. So I went through a lot of hurt growing up. I went through a lot of pain. I acted out as a kid. I did a lot of hurtful things, and I can't take it back. I have to own it, and that's what I'm trying to do. But I feel like the things that I've been through in my life in the past is affecting me right now, and that's also causing my depression, because it's affecting me. It's bothering me. It's hurting me.
But that's why I said, like, I feel bad, and because I feel bad because I understand. Depression. And that's where it started for me as well. Like, once you start to confront your traumas, you're confronting your traumas because you need to understand. That's literally what it is. Like, knowledge is power, and knowledge is power is meaning that, like, you need to understand why that person is the way they are. Once you understand a person's character, you can let go everything that they did, because that's their character. If I know that a little dog, when they come outside, is gonna pee on a tree, well, I'm gonna get mad when he come outside and pee on a tree.
And that's kind of with me. Like, I understand my mother now. Before I didn't. Me and my mother would bump heads a lot, and it's because I didn't understand her. But I understand her now. I understand who she is, so I know how to handle situations when it comes to her.
And that's what I mean, like, understanding, confronting your traumas. It's hard to probably understand him because he's a man. It's much easier to understand your mother, especially now because you're there in her shoes. You have a daughter as well.
For me personally,
so you are a mother. You understand, like, her point of view as a mom. But that's why it's like you have to understand not just certain point of views as a mother. You have to understand humanity as a whole.
And I get that. And I know depression is hard for any and everybody. But I also know I feel like it's 10 times harder when you are a parent, because you still have to be okay for your kid knowing that you're not okay.
Yeah, see, and that's the difference. I I don't have any children, so during this time, I literally could just be in a dark hole. I could be as moody as I want to be.
Really do that. I still have to get up and be a parent,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just hard for me because you know how some people have family that they can go to and speak to. I don't go to none of my family and speak to them. Like, I really don't. Besides her knowing everything, I don't really go to no one else and speak to anyone else because I never had that relationship with them.
Yes. And that's another thing too. Like, if you have, I had to, okay, so saying that you have to change your vocabulary from negative to positive. Oh, it was a groundhog.
It was, right, the whole time?
Oh my God!
It was right there the whole time,
Yes.
right? I knew it. I looked at it and I was like, what is that? Where did
It's
it go?
a groundhog. It was so fat and cute.
Where
I
did
like
it go?
animals. It went down into the water,
Okay.
I guess. We should have, oh, it's so cute.
I seen it
Okay,
there, but I thought it was something
but
else.
you gotta change your language from negative to positive. I learned that as that's, I guess, the next step in there. So after you confront your traumas, understand everything that, you know, these crazy people out here going through, because everybody's crazy in their own ways, okay? You have to change your language from negative to positive. That's very hard to do. It is very hard to do, but once you do that, you are going to be very happy because your gratitude changes. So
That is true.
it's like, I used to say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. And you know who changed that for me? My boyfriend. Because he would get so offended sometimes when I would say to like I'll just be like, oh, I don't have nobody I could talk to, I don't got nobody this and da da da. And literally when I'm upset, when I'm sad, or sometimes I will talk to him or the people around me, and I'll be like, I had to stop and think to myself, like, how I keep fucking saying I don't got nobody, but here's my boyfriend. Oh, when I need something, I could call Nigel, she's right there. I could call my sister Caitlin, I could call my best friend Jasmine, I could call my other best friend Ashley. You see all these people that I'm naming? So I it's not that I don't have no, I may not have thousands of people, but that's not what I want. I just want a surrounding of genuine love, and I have that. I don't care if it's one person, two persons, I have an abundance of love because that's where I'm pouring myself into. Like, literally, my mom, there's a whole bunch of people. So it's like, sometimes people just say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, forgetting the very people that they talk to and count on every day. So change the language from, oh, you know, right now it's not you don't have anyone that you want to talk to right now. Maybe you don't want to talk to nobody, because if you wanted to actually speak to someone, I'm pretty sure there's someone that you could think about, or someone that you normally talk to on a daily basis that actually knows the situations that if you call them, they would listen out and talk to. So it's like, change the mindset of I don't have and look at what you do have.
And you know what, that is something that, great that you said. That's a great advice, because I'm always like, oh, I'm not here yet, I don't have this, I'm not where I want to be. And it's like, appreciate where you are right now. So I do get that. And I know, like, I heard someone say you have to walk with faith and not fear.
Yes.
And ever since I heard that saying, I really stick to it. I really had to get closer. I was raised in church too. Everyone knows that. I was raised in the church too, so I was always, when I was younger, close to God. However, when I turned into a teenager and I started, you know, acting out from my trauma and my pain, I wasn't as close to God anymore. So right now, what I'm doing is trying to get closer to God. I'm trying to be connected with Him, you know, and that's another reason why it's like I still come out and I will front, like, not front, but have a smile on my face, even though I know I'm going through pain, I'm going through hurt.
Right.
It's a lot. Like,
when I was working on my spirituality, that's like funny you said that, right? So if you don't know, before I got my own place, I was living with my mom, right? And when I was living with my mother, it wasn't like the best situation. Like, it was like 3 people to a room. It was like sharing like 4 beds. It was crazy. Like, it was real crazy. But during that time, I don't know. I just woke up one day. One day I was outside chilling with like some people I used to hang out with, friends. So we sitting there and nobody knows where we're gonna hang out. I guess everybody's looking for a place, but you know, this person live with their grandmother, this person live with their mother, this person live with that person. That is the very moment I literally said to myself, I can't do this anymore. I swear to God. And I wish that I could like maybe contact the person I was talking to that night, and I was telling him, like, one of my friends, like, you know, you're not gonna see me again. I'm not doing this no more. And that night, that was the last time they saw me. And like, you have to come to the moment where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna wake up. As I said that, I went out, tried to get myself some jobs. I ended up getting 2 jobs at the moment. And when I got those 2 jobs, I literally, my eyes opened, because it wasn't about, oh, you know, I got 2 jobs, I'm about to go buy a bag, or, you know, my vision, like, God literally said, I got you. So it was like, I said to myself, I never want to do this again. I started putting the work in, and God said, I got you. And from there, I became so grateful to the point where, like, to this day, I run into people, are picking up my car, oh, you're always so happy. And I literally say, I'm so grateful. I wake up every morning, I'm healthy. Like, first off, that's the first thing I'm so fucking grateful about. No, I know, we're all human. How many people on this earth can literally wake up and tell themselves that they are completely healthy? That is something that is seldom, and as the older I'm getting, that's the more I'm learning. Like, this person has this person has that, this person has this person wakes up and feels this. I'm able to, he's blessed me with 2 jobs, or he's blessed me with a job, or he's blessed me with the ability to actually say, okay, I'm gonna quit this job and get another job. One, that's another thing that is like, wow. Like, if someone, I've gone to work at places and they've been there for 20 years.
I can't do that. I'm sorry, I can't.
But look at fucking God.
I can't
like,
do that.
You said you can't do that. Why? Because you have the means to not do it.
I can't sit here and take orders from somebody for 20 years. Like, I want to be my own boss.
But they have to do it.
I can't.
That's the thing. Is, like, you gotta do it. Like, you're in the situation where you gotta do it.
But in the past 3, okay, December, we're in May's tomorrow. So in the past 4 months, 5 months, I done quit 3 jobs. And
who can say that?
That's because I can't do it. Like, my thing is, okay,
but that's why I was like,
know
be
me,
grateful for,
and I get it, but if you know me, you know that I was working in a mental facility for 2 years. In December, a situation happened where I said, this is my last day. I am not coming back. I couldn't do it no more because it was not making, mind you, I'm going through depression. It was not making my mental okay. It was hurting me at the end of it all.
Damn, B.
Yeah, I see it. It was hurting me. It wasn't making me feel better. It was really making me worse. And like I said, a situation had happened, and I said, I am not coming back after this. I didn't tell no one. I just did it to myself. I said, I'm not coming back. And I quit a job, and it was a good paying job. I just had to quit. I couldn't do it no more.
And those are the things that
I didn't even have a plan though. I didn't even have plans. I didn't have a backup plan, nothing. I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going. And then in January, I had got another job. I worked there for 2 days and then I quit. Then in March, I started another job, and literally I just quit that job on Thursday. I cannot do it. I don't want to surround myself around negativity. I don't want to surround myself around people that's just drama. I can't do it. If you're not good for my mental, I don't want you around.
And like, if you hear that, it's like, a lot of people would take that situation. That's why I say you always have to look at things as a positive and thank God and be grateful, because like you just said, you just quit 3 jobs in a few months. I've worked, like I said, I've worked in places, I've talked to people where they don't have the ability to do that. Why? Because if they do that, they don't know what they're going to do the next day.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
You know? No, meaning like
I got things to pay, things to do.
If they do that, they won't be able to find another job. You understand? It's not like, oh, I could just go put my resume in and look for another job. They don't have that ability. That's why they've been in that place for 20 years. You think they want to stay there? No. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said to me, oh, I would work in another place, but I
can't. A lot of people have told me that. Like,
but And that's one, like I said, that's why I said I thank God, because not only do I have the ability to just say I quit, because I do have savings, or I am in a space where I don't really have to do much, or like my own place is already taken care of. Like I don't live check to check or something of that nature, where I'm in a position where I can just say, okay, I quit and go to the next job, because I know that I have the skill set, the mindset, the resume, or whatever, the characteristics to do so. And that's another thing where it's like, I thank God, because I've seen so many people just stuck.
I can't stay in a place that doesn't bring me peace, and it doesn't like bring my mental is way more important than anything. And I'm not trying to get back to, like I said, I am still getting through depression.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get back to where I was literally crying every night. I didn't want to get out of bed. I was not eating. I don't want to get back to that point. So I still have my days. That would be the
third step thing. But attitude for the small things.
I get it. I still have my days right now where I'm by myself and I'll get emotional and I'll just start crying. I do have my days.
That's step 4.
Hold on. I do have my days. However, one thing that I had to do was, and I don't want this to come off wrong, but one thing I had to do was I had to cut off everyone around me. Literally. Everyone around me. No one is bad. No one is a bad person. Everyone that was around me, they're all good people. Don't get me wrong. But these are just not people that I want in my life. Because I want more. And call me selfish if you want, but I want more. I want people around me that motivates themselves and motivates people that are around them as well. And I want to be that person too, where I motivate myself and I'm motivating others as well.
Yeah.
I want people that have the same vision, not the same, but at least similar. Like, you know, like I don't want to be around people that's just he said, she said, drama here, drama there. Like, how old are we? We done did that already, you know? So, like I said, no one around me was bad people. It's just not people that I want in my life anymore. And I mean, I do have the right to say who I want and who I don't want in my life, and I really had to make that change. And when I say I literally cut off everyone, I literally cut off everyone.
Well, that's step 4. That's perfect, because it's hi friend.
Oh,
hi.
Don't scare me like that.
How are you?
Oh,
how you doing?
Oh,
it's a little doggy.
I know, but I didn't know it was a dog. I thought it was the groundhog or something.
Hi.
He just ate the groundhog.
Okay, bye,
he just
friend.
ate it. I think he just ate it.
You ate the groundhog.
It's the second one he got in the season.
Oh,
friend,
wow.
No. Sweet.
Oh, the poor groundhog. Oh, God. Well, that's step 4, okay? Be unapologetically you.
I feel bad
because
I don't want people. No, listen. When I did it, mind you, this is the beginning of my depression. When I did it, I felt real bad because it's like I don't want people sitting here saying Nigel's moving funny, Nigel's doing this, but it's like at this point,
you that's around step 1.
Yeah, but I'm
Who
growing.
Gives a fuck
you
about
know,
what they say?
I don't want to be that same person anymore because honestly, the people that's been in my life for a long time, they done seen the miserable Nija, the angry Nija, the Nija that blacks out, the Nija that don't care, the Nija that just want to fight. They done seen that Nija.
Wait.
And I don't want to be that.
Hold on. Actually, let's push be unapologetically you to 5 and put number 4 as setting clear boundaries, because that's going to help you be you. So
that's not who I wanted to be anymore, though.
Be unapologetically you doesn't mean to be angry, mean. Setting boundaries. Okay, I have my boundaries. Everyone knows me, right? Everyone knows what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing not to do. Everyone knows I'm not gonna call Ty for this. She's gonna tell me where I can stick that opinion. Why? Because I've already set my boundaries. Like, as you get to know me, you'll know, like, I'm not doing that. Why? Because you'll get once you start this journey, you'll start to get a clear understanding about how to not overexert yourself, not to overextend yourself, because that's another way of how you'll become more and more in depression, because you're saying yes, I'll do that.
Honestly,
okay,
I'm not gonna
I'll be there.
That was me.
I'll go there.
That was me.
You want to come here? No.
That was me.
You have to set your boundaries for your peace, for your mental health. If you're in a moment right now where you cannot do that, you have to be able to say, I can't do that.
Me.
And a person who loves you will always understand, because if you tell someone I cannot do that, they cannot manipulate you into doing what you cannot
Let me
give.
tell y'all something.
I can't pour you a full bottle of water from a half a bottle. That's not gonna work. How am I gonna give you all of 16 ounces from 8 ounces of water? That's
honestly,
not gonna work.
That was me. I was always a yes man, and the reason why is because I always have a heart, and I don't. Well, not saying having a heart isn't anything, but
yes,
I had a big heart. Well, I still do. And I always feel bad for people, and I never want people to feel how I felt. So I always would say yes, 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 yes,
Bugs,
yes, yes,
bugs.
yes. And that is my problem, because I would say yes, yes to so many people, but when it comes to me, it's no, no, no. And it's like, well,
And
damn.
you know why? It's because everyone has set their clear boundaries, and people, you have to, once you, like I said, when you go to the spiritual, you know, of understanding the human mind and stuff, you'll understand that everybody has their own traumas, everybody have their own things, their own little things that you're trying to get through, and then you'll get to see certain things and you'll understand it. Why? Because you've gone through it. You can see it clear as day. You could look at somebody and be like, oh, why? Because you went through it. You felt it. You could see it. And then you'll see manipulation. Why? Because you either felt it, done it. Like, that's why I said you need to confront the bad things in you, so that you'll be okay with it. You need to tell yourself, all right, I'm a liar. Professional liar. Professional, which is why I'm so good at saying you're lying to me. So it's like, in saying like, okay, I used to manipulator. I could manipulate, I could talk you into doing whatever I want you to do. See, like, these are the things I understand about myself, the bad things that I was like, damn, I used to do that. Damn, I used to do that. So, and knowing that, it's like, you either work on it, or you know, people who aren't good, they, you know, they actually be that person out there, or you work on it and say, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that person anymore.
Let me be honest with you. For my whole teenage life, I feel like I was somebody that I was not. And the reason why I say that is because when I was little girl, not even teenager yet, I was this sweet, innocent little girl. Like, yeah, I had my little attitude here and there, but I was a sweet little innocent little girl. And ever since I became a teenager, like I said, I just became that miserable, mean, angry person. And it's like, that's not me. Mm-hmm. So now I'm trying to own back to who I really was.
Well, that's another thing. You guys, you have to come into today. Even if right now you stop being angry, you're never going to be that girl anymore. Why? Because you're 26. There's no way you're going to be that same girl.
I just don't want people to look at me and sit here and say, that's that miserable girl, because that's not me.
First off, like I said, their story, you have to control your own narrative. You can't keep falling into that. Whatever they're saying is what they're saying. You know who you are. That's why I said, now we're at number 5. After you set your boundaries, number 5, be you. If everyone could say, oh yeah, Tyara, yeah, everyone knows I used to be dragging bitches left and right. But today, right now, you can't say that. Why? Because I've owned my story and I know who I am. Yeah, I used to do that. I always say that. Yeah, I used to do that. I still can, but I'm not going to. I don't have to, because I use my words. Right. It don't matter. So that's why I was like, yeah, there's always going to be people who want to see the old you. Why? Because they're miserable and they're still the old them. Like I said, when you start to see humans, you see projections. You stop hearing insults and you see the truth behind the projection of the insult. You're telling me all of that stuff because you're still the old person and you're sad that you see growth. You're sad that you see growth.
Because a lot of people, she put this in my head, a lot of people is gonna sit here and say, oh, Nyjah changed, Nyjah's not the same person. You're right, Nyjah's not the same person.
I'm not.
Nyjah is changing. And if they're gonna want to pull that old person out. Exactly. If you're mad that you don't see that angry person no more, then that's on you. Yep. That's not on me.
And the thing, when people get like that, see, it's reflection of themselves. They're upset that they're still the same person that they was 10 years ago. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna try you and you're gonna get tested. But don't ever give them that satisfaction. Own your story.
So when it comes to this
when that
YouTube,
happens, you're gonna continue to be you.
when it comes to this YouTube, for those of you who's been here since September when I started, you guys seen that a lot of videos is not there no more. I took them down because those videos are just, it doesn't represent me. It represents someone who's just not, who was being fake, who wasn't herself. I want to bring something different to this channel. Like, I want to show you guys that you can get through. I want to show you guys that you can get through depression, because I'm getting through it. I'm a walking example.
I'm
of
a walking
someone,
testimony.
I'm a walking example of getting through depression, knowing that you have a kid, you know, like, it is hard. Even if you have help with your kid, it is hard, but you can get through it. And I just want to show you guys healing. Like, I want to show you guys that's what this channel is just about. Like, just showing you guys healing, showing you that I'm still trying to live my life, still be happy, still do everything that I'm supposed to do for my kid, and not show that depression side of me, you know, or that.
And it's okay if, honestly, when you start to feel like yourself, girl, I know people are gonna start calling you weird. They're gonna start calling you crazy, because you're gonna be doing things that is out of the norm. You're gonna do whatever you want to do, and it's gonna feel so good. Like, really, truly, honestly, like, if I wanted to, I would stand on this damn thing and scream like, hi, and everybody, I just feel good that I did it, jump off of it and be crazy. Why? Because I want to do it, and no one could tell me anything about it, and I would feel good.
I'm learning how to not give a F what anyone is saying about me, how anyone feel about me. Don't kick it. Don't kick it. Don't. My camera.
It's gonna. It's like, all right, y'all.
Okay.
It was
Sorry, there was a big B. Okay. So I'm learning how to not give a F about what anyone thinks, about anyone judging me. I don't care of your opinion, because like my sister told me one day, and when she told me this, it woke me up. You're going to sleep as Nyjah, and you're waking up as Nyjah. You're not waking up as no one else.
Nope.
So don't hear what no one say. And I'm really learning that. So when I'm really telling you guys that I'm going through my depression and I'm getting through it, and I'm happy that I'm getting through it. Yes, I do have my days. I do. Where it's like,
it's hard.
What am I doing? I can't do this. Like, I do have my days. However, it's not how it was last year. Last year, it was bad. Every day was one of those days. And like I said, a lot of people do not know that about me. I really try to hide it the best way I can, because I was so scared to open up and tell people, even my family. I was so scared to tell them, because I didn't want them to judge, because that's all my family do is judge. I didn't want them to judge. So it is starting to get hot. So I'm healing. I'm going through my healing process. I even had to deactivate my social media, because at one point it's like I just kept comparing my life, like, oh, they're doing this and I'm this age and I'm not doing this. It wasn't healthy for me. So I did have to take a step back from social media, and
please understand that you are on your own journey.
I think I might get it back. I don't know. It's not a thought right now.
Also on social media, you follow what you want to see. So if you don't like certain things, unfollow it. You control the narrative. Again, you control your own life. You wake up every day as you. This ain't Freaky Friday. You ain't Lindsay Lohan. It's just what it is. You. Okay? So own it up. Be happy about all the things that you have, the flaws, the good things about you, your talents, how you look. You are beautiful. Okay? Why do you think that no one looks the same? You are one of one. You're supposed to look how you look.
I used to cry in the mirror because I didn't think I was pretty.
I used to too. But one thing, honestly, for me, because I wasn't a natural girl, I used to do my little like makeups and my little sewings and this and the third. But when I went natural, and
you don't wear makeup, right? You just wear like maybe eye stuff.
I do. I know how to do makeup, and yeah, I know the vibes. But Like, if I go out, I'll do makeup. But
Okay.
on a regular basis, no. Because I'm fucking gorgeous. Y'all know the
I don't
vibes.
do
Y'all
makeup.
know the
I never been
vibes.
into makeup. I never been into
No.
anything like that.
I
And there's
had to
nothing
stop
wrong
myself.
with it.
That's what I
though.
said. I had to stop myself
There's
because
nothing wrong with it. I'm
that's
just
why I was
not
like,
into
I
it.
know how to do a full face. Of course, I know how to do a
I
full
know.
face. Y'all see, if y'all have me on Instagram, y'all see my makeup looks. Them shits is nice, but I had to stop myself because, like I said, when you become you don't give a fuck. So it's like, if I do wear makeup, so if I don't, so like, you know, like, it's just like you start to really do what you want to do, and it's like, who the fuck is, like, who are you to tell me anything? Like, this is me, baby. This is me, baby. Like, this is what you get. Like, this is what you get.
With this video, I wanted to bring you guys 2 point of views. One was someone who already got through the depression, and one is someone who is getting through it.
So you can see, like,
yeah, especially because you know, things that she say, it does help me sometimes. So I did want to hear her perspective of how she got through it. So I just wanted to bring this video to show you guys a little behind Nija's life, of what Nija goes through, or how's Nija's been feeling lately. So yes, I am going through depression, but I am getting through it slowly but surely.
and when
it's
she
happening.
come out of it, girl, she about to be fierce, yo. Y'all don't even know. Like, and that's another thing about me. I don't know. I see potential, all right? And my sister, y'all don't know. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all not even ready, no, for real. Like, potential wise, like, when she come out of this bitch gonna be rich. Like, I already know. Like,
I gotta have faith in myself, because honestly, growing up, I didn't have faith in myself at all. Like, I always would doubt myself, and I would just feel like I was nothing. Like, I always felt like I was nothing. But you have to understand that. Like, I always felt like I was nothing, because it's like, what did I ever accomplish in my life?
What did you accomplish? You accomplished a lot.
I mean, yeah, I hear that. But then I always
And you
think
have
back,
to be
like,
grateful for yourself. You gotta be grateful. Build that confidence in yourself, okay? That song that I was playing, what happened? I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch. Alright? I am gonna go get that bag, and I am not gonna take your shit. I am respected, well protected. I'm a queen, I'm a dream. I do what I wanna do, and I'm who I wanna be, because I am me. Girl, listen to that song every fucking day. The words is true. Dead serious. Like, dead serious, because I am me. All of that because I am me. Not because I fucking did something special. It has nothing to do with that. It's just because I was me. I was born. I am blessed and highly favored. Has nothing. You don't have to be accomplished to feel special. You just have to be you.
All right.
Get that? You get that? You are blessed and highly favored. You are you. That's all you need to be.
So am I okay? I'm okay. I'm getting through it.
It's gonna be good.
I will be perfectly fine very soon, but right now I am okay.
Take your time.
I am taking my time, taking it one step at a time. If you guys, we have a lot of things that we can speak about. We have a lot of topics that we can touch. If you guys want,
if you want the father story
oh
time,
my god,
there's 2 of them, bro. No,
no, there's a lot of them.
No, the two big ones I was talking about in the story,
the
like
recent ones, yeah.
2 big ones that got me to be like, all right, nigga,
oh,
we got it.
We can talk about a lot. So if you guys want to know how we handle, you know, our father experience, or the things that we went through with our father, how we got over it. If you guys want to know anything like that, you guys can comment down below, like this video. I don't know, let us know if you guys want to hear that video, because I know there are people out there who don't have their father in their life.
Nina Simone, young, gifted, and black. 100.
I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have their father in their life and want to know how we got over it, or, you know.
Not only do they not have their father in life, I know for a fact that, because I've heard other stories, like, we're not the only ones who did not who also didn't have their father in their life, but also had their father do
the things that our father did.
Some crazy shit to them. So that's another reason why, because, like, when I started talking about these situations as well, like, open it up to people, that's why I was like, you never know who you could trust, but just own your story and say fuck it and talk to people, because I started hearing stories about other people and they was like, I guess because I was open enough to talk to them, they felt like they was open enough to talk to me. And then they were telling me about their, you know, maybe not, you know, things with their parents, and it was just like, wow, like, whoa, that's a little, that's, you know, like, it made me feel like that sounds way worse, you know, like, not to compare, but like, it made me feel like I'm not the only one going through something traumatic with my parents, you know. So that's another reason I was like, damn, we all human. Like, we all got issues with like a parent or something.
And you know
so
what's crazy? Like, it's so crazy how we're really sisters. And if you guys don't know, I met my sister when I was 14.
Oh yeah,
She was 15. Is that a bug on my screen? Sorry guys.
You want to hear that story?
She
too?
was,
do that as a
yes,
story
we
time.
could do that as a story time. You guys want to hear that? I was 14, she was 15, and the fact that we went through so much similar things in life.
Wow.
Like, when we met, we was already clicking, because it's like, oh, you go through that, I go through that too. Like, we went through so
I did that too.
much.
You do that, I do that too.
That happened to you, that happened to me.
Wow,
like, we
how
went
was
through
you
so
there?
much similar things.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hate that we met so late, but I'm glad that we met at the time that we did. It was a reason why.
I don't mind that we met when we met.
No, I wish we met earlier, but
I felt
like I said,
like
I'm okay with the time that we met, because there was a
everything
reason.
happens for a reason.
Yeah, there was a
So
reason why we
that's why-
met at that time.
I don't know. Y'all know me, you know, as above, so below. The truth, you know. But no, for real, everything happens for a reason. I felt like that.
I'm
was the
glad I
perfect
didn't get
time.
emotional, because honestly, the last time I had this conversation, I got very emotional. Like, I had this conversation with myself, just
That's a
talking to myself
start.
in the car,
That's
and
a
I was
start.
really crying, like really crying.
Instead of crying, do you feel more like relieved?
I feel more
Or
relieved
more
because
hopeful is the word
I
I'm
feel
looking
more
for?
relieved because I'm not holding this all in anymore. Like, I'm not scared to let people know that I'm going through depression. Like, when I tell you I was really scared, I was so scared. I did not want to tell nobody.
Step one, you
So,
owning it up. Like, yeah,
I
this is
feel
what I'm going
relieved
through.
because I'm letting you guys know the real me without feeling bad. I'm letting you guys know that I'm going through depression. I'm human. I'm not perfect. But I will be fine. I will be fine. I know I will.
Alrighty.
I will.
I feel like this was good. Like, this was mad good. I feel good. I'm happy. Like I said, for me, I'm to the point where like I can talk about the situation freely. Like, ask me if you want to ask me something. I'll be like, yeah, I did that.
I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. I'm
Like,
getting there.
it is what it is, because at the end of the day, I'm not where I was last year, the year before that. I'm not going to be here next year, because at the end of the day now, I'm in a space where it's like, I'm me. I do what I do. Everybody know, like, everything I say I'm gonna do now, like, it's over. Like, that man, that depression was trying to kick my ass, but once I kicked its ass, oh, whew, whew, God was like, oh girl, it's only up from here. And I said, oh, thank you, and took my bags and kept going up the steps, okay? Because no, you're not stopping me. I have to wake up every day as Tyra. I cannot give my body and soul to somebody else and take a day off. So guess what? I ain't taking a day off. Simple. Like, simple. Like,
I like that.
simple.
I like that. Well, give me a hug.
Yeah!
On here.
I took off my, hugs. Listen, I'm not a, don't touch me. Like, don't touch me. But I wanted to, like, after we finish, I want to do some cartwheels, and then we go. Then we could go.
Okay, so let's end this video. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video.
It's an
I
open
hope this
field.
video
Cartwheels.
I hope this video definitely helped one of you guys that is watching it. I hope you guys get an insight of a little bit about me, a little more about me. So yes, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next
Word.
video. Let us know if you want to see all the other videos, but later guys.
Later. Bye. We
Bye.
doing cartwheels now.